A banner proclaims, "First time dogs allowed." A mix of excitement and apprehension fills the air as people and their canine companions gather at the flower show entrance. The dogs bark and wag their tails, eager to explore the floral wonderland. Emily walks her golden retriever, Gus, through the vibrant flower show tent. Gus sniffs at the floral displays, a sneeze escaping him amidst the pollen-filled air. Emily nervously watches other attendees, catching both smiles and disapproving glances. Mr. Peterson, the judge, observes with a skeptical expression. Amidst the vibrant flower show gardens, a small terrier darts playfully, chasing butterflies in a joyful dance. A poised poodle stands regally beside a rose bush, its elegant stance a charming contrast to the natural beauty around it. Laughter echoes as a Labrador splashes joyfully in a fountain, its playful antics delighting a group of children. Even Mr. Peterson, known for his stern demeanor, is seen smiling, his hand gently stroking a friendly bulldog. In the barn, a donkey drags a large millstone, dust motes swirling in the sunlit air. The donkey brays loudly, filled with self-importance. However, I can travel all day without tiring, unlike a horse that can run again. It is not as good as me. A cow ambles back towards the barn, chewing thoughtfully. The sounds of birds and insects fill the air. The cow enters the barn, her eyes set on the donkey. The donkey circles the millstone, oblivious to all else. A sigh escapes the cow's nostrils, a cloud of breath in the cool air. Look around before you brag. You've only walked in this place. Again, you have not even stepped outside the radius of the millstone.
Amidst the sun-dappled forest, Cygnus and Cygnet perch on a branch, their presence a serene contrast to the rustling leaves. Sunlight filters through the canopy, illuminating Cygnus' knowing gaze and Cygnet's youthful curiosity. The forest echoes with birdsong, a symphony of nature that envelops the two birds in its embrace. In the heart of the forest, Cygnus and Cygnet are captivated by a radiant tree, its ethereal light piercing the twilight. The tree glows with an otherworldly light, its branches stretching towards the heavens like beckoning arms. Cygnus gently nudges Cygnet, drawing his attention to the breathtaking spectacle. Cygnus and Cygnet remain perched on the branch, their eyes fixed on the radiant tree. Their faces reflect awe and wonder, bathed in the tree's golden glow. The forest is bathed in a golden glow, a sense of peace and tranquility filling the air.
Sunlight filters through the dense canopy as Kiko ventures deeper into the forest. He spots Shelly nestled amongst the roots of a giant tree. Shelly, have you seen Mika? A monkey, about so high. Mika? You say? Yes, young Kiko, I believe I did see a monkey matching that description. Headed towards the river, she was. Be careful near the river, Kiko. There's a cunning crocodile lurking there, always looking for a quick meal. Kiko arrives at the riverbank, his eyes darting around, searching for any sign of Mika. His gaze falls upon a familiar banana peel, a silent reminder of Mika's fondness for the fruit. He approaches the water's edge, his voice trembling as he calls out, "Mika!" From the murky depths, Croc emerges, his eyes locking onto Kiko with predatory hunger. Croc speaks, his voice a chilling declaration. "I haven't seen Mika." Amidst the sun-dappled forest, CYGN US and CYGN ET soar with effortless grace. They alight gently on a sturdy branch of an ancient tree, the forest alive with birdsong and the whisper of leaves. Cygnus and Cygnet sit perched on a branch, their eyes drawn upward toward the radiant tree. The tree deity appears, a shimmering form of benevolence and wisdom taking shape within the tree. Cygnus and Cygnet approach the tree deity, their reverence palpable as they bow their heads slightly. Cygnus seeks wisdom. "Oh, wise tree deity, we seek your guidance on the path of Dhamma. Can you enlighten us on the nature of reality?" Cygnet, troubled by worldly suffering, pleads. "We are troubled by the suffering we see in the world. How can we find a way to alleviate it and achieve enlightenment?" The tree deity responds with serene wisdom. "Patience, young ones. Reality is like the ever-changing seasons, constantly in flux. Suffering arises from attachment and ignorance. Enlightenment comes from understanding the true nature of things and letting go of desires. I will share with you insights and stories to guide you on your path." As the sun sets, Cygnus and Cygnet prepare to leave, the forest bathed in golden light. I express my thanks to the tree deity for their wisdom. The tree deity imparts final words of guidance. May peace and understanding guide your path. Cygnus and Cygnet soar into the night, their hearts now brimming with understanding and empathy. The forest rests in tranquil silence, bathed in the gentle glow of the moon. The wisdom of the Dhamma echoes within them as their journey unfolds. Anna stands before her art exhibition, her intense gaze drawing the crowd into a world of transformation. The crowd murmurs, captivated and bewildered by her paintings of people morphing into animals. Those who don't truly know me have no place in my inner circle. I see people for who they really are, aliens or rabbits, Anna declares, her voice resonating with conviction. Under the stark light, Anna studies a list, while Mark's fate hangs in the balance. Mark's voice trembles as he asks, "I've known you for months, Anna. Am I in your circle?" Anna's gaze pierces through him. "I've observed you, Mark. Your actions, your words. I believe you have the potential for loyalty, but you lack courage." Anna walks through the park, her inner circle transformed into lions, symbols of strength and confidence. A lone child, Lily, sobs on a bench, abandoned and vulnerable. Torn between her rigid rules and empathy, Anna kneels to comfort the child. "Sometimes," Anna says softly, "even rabbits need protection." In the softly lit art gallery, Anna surveys her paintings, a profound shift evident in her work. Where once fierce lions dominated, now diverse animals gather in peace, reflecting a new vision. Mark, in his rabbit form, sits peacefully, his earlier fear replaced by quiet contentment. Anna reflects on her transformation. "I once believed in strict boundaries. Everyone deserves a place, regardless of their perceived strength or weakness."
On a desolate Argentinian beach dawn, the oil-stained sand stretching endlessly. A small, struggling Magellanic penguin, coated in thick oil, catches Don's attention. Don's face transforms from detached curiosity to urgent concern as he approaches the suffering creature. In the dimly lit hut, Don gently cleans the oil from the penguin, whom he names Juan Salvador. He speaks softly to Juan Salvador, offering water and scraps of food. The penguin shivers, slowly responding to Don's care, a bond forming between them. Weeks later, I journey across South America with Juan Salvador, the penguin nestled securely in a makeshift backpack. We traverse bustling markets and serene mountain vistas, the penguin curiously observing the vibrant world around him. Amidst vibrant city streets, I smile, realizing the profound impact of our unlikely friendship on my journey. Don sits in his London apartment, lost in memories of his South American adventure. A wistful smile touches Don's face as he remembers Juan Salvador. Don reflects on the warmth Juan Salvador brought into his life, a bond that time could not erase.
Under the soft moonlight, the village is serene as Suki, Kiko, and Bobo gather on a porch. Suki grooms herself with graceful composure. Kiko leaps and twirls, chasing fireflies with boundless energy. Bobo observes the antics with a look of utter boredom. A sudden flash of lightning rips through the night sky, followed by a deafening clap of thunder. In the quiet village, Kiko's peace is shattered by a sudden, blinding flash. Bobo attempts to project calm as lightning illuminates the sky. Amidst the chaos, Suki remains composed, her gaze unwavering as she speaks. "What was that? It was so bright." Bobo tries to reassure him. "Just lightning, Kiko. Nothing to get excited about." Suki's calm demeanor belies a deeper concern. "It is more than just lightning, Kiko. It is a reminder." Suki gestures with gentle wisdom as she speaks of life's fleeting nature. "Like the lightning, everything in life arises and passes," Suki says, her voice a soothing balm. Kiko listens with wide-eyed wonder, his youthful curiosity sparking questions. "But where does it go? Where does the light come from?" Kiko asks, his brow furrowed in thought. Bobo stands apart, arms crossed, his skepticism a stark contrast to their wonder. The storm's wrath fades, leaving a village bathed in the soft glow of moonlight, where even the cats pause to reflect. Suki closes her eyes, embracing the quiet wisdom of impermanence. The village glistens under the returning moonlight, as the cricket's song fills the air.
Under the clear sky, a rabbit nibbles grass near the village houses, undisturbed by the quiet. Bale fruits hang heavy from the trees, the air still. A sudden thud shatters the calm as a bale fruit crashes onto a nearby roof. Terror grips the rabbit as it leaps into the air, eyes wide with fear. Driven by primal fear, the rabbit bolts across the open ground. A rabbit sprints wildly through the village streets, its every leap fueled by sheer panic. Chickens scatter, goats bleat, and dogs bark, all swept up in the contagious frenzy as they instinctively join the chase. A chaotic stampede erupts, engulfing the village in a cloud of dust and a cacophony of panicked animal cries. Inside the quiet hut, the wise man sits undisturbed, absorbed in ancient texts. He remains serene, even as distant chaos stirs outside. A knowing glance out the window captures the turmoil, yet his focus returns to the scroll, untouched by the surrounding panic. The rabbit vanishes into the dense undergrowth at the village edge, leaving its pursuers in bewildered disarray. The other animals mill about in confusion, their initial fervor replaced by a collective bewilderment. They seem unsure of what they were chasing or why, their eyes darting around as if searching for a lost purpose.
Sunlight struggles to breach the dark forest's dense canopy, where ancient trees twist into the sky. An atmosphere of mystery and foreboding permeates the air. In the distance, the Tower of 1,000 Trials pierces the sky, its peak lost in mist. At the base of the tower, Tuna, a chubby orange tabby cat, stands, an unlikely hero ready to face the unknown. I gaze up at the imposing structure, my green eyes reflecting a mix of curiosity and apprehension. With a tentative step forward, my tail twitches, signaling the start of the journey. Tuna steps into a room alive with danger. A maze of laser beams awaits. Whiskers twitching, Tuna studies the glowing threads, calculating his every move. With a burst of agility, Tuna contorts his body, dodging the deadly light with playful meows.
At the base of the colossal tower, Whisker and Patches prepare for their ascent. Patches, eyes wide with excitement, envisions the treasures above. Imagine the treasures waiting at the top, Whisker. Whisker surveys the daunting climb ahead with a skeptical look. In the tower chamber, Whisker and Patches venture into the dimly lit space, dust swirling around them. An ancient owl sits atop a pile of scrolls, uttering, "The treasure you seek is not gold, but the wisdom gained on the path." Whisker listens intently, sensing the importance of the OWL's words. Whisker and Patches stand atop the tower, the vast landscape stretching before them. Patches' initial disappointment melts away as Whisker reveals the true treasure. Whisker gestures towards the horizon, highlighting the bond they share. They exchange a contented look, recognizing the journey as the real reward. The Tower of 1,000 Trials looms, shrouded by a dense, dark forest. Whispers echo through the woods, tales of wishes granted to those who dare conquer the tower's trials. At the base of the tower, Tuna, a small, chubby, orange tabby, approaches with unwavering determination. Tuna leaps into the abyss, swallowed by an all-consuming darkness. Whispers swirl around him, a symphony of deceit attempting to lead him astray. He moves with feline grace, relying on his sharp senses to cut through the illusion. Every step is measured, every twitch of his whiskers a calculation in the face of the unknown. Tuna stands before a wooden pole that stretches endlessly into the heights. A sense of unease washes over Tuna as he circles the pole, his gaze intensely scrutinizing every angle. A hidden staircase materializes, revealing the pole to be nothing more than an illusion. Tuna smirks, ascending the staircase with newfound confidence. In the room of many cats, 9 identical cats stand, each claiming to be the real Tuna. "I am the real Tuna." "No, I am the real Tuna." "You're both wrong. I am Tuna. Believe me, I'm the real Tuna." "Don't listen to them. I am Tuna. It's me. I'm the real Tuna. I assure you, I am Tuna. I'm the real Tuna. I promise. No doubt about it, I am Tuna." Amidst the cacophony, one cat blinks, betraying its true nature. In a swift, decisive move, I pounce, revealing the imposter. Tuna stands before 2 doors, one promising sweet delight, the other whispering of simpler times. A moment of doubt, then Tuna chooses the worn wooden door, a faint scent of home tugging at her heart. Nostalgia washes over Tuna as she pushes open the door, stepping back into a forgotten memory. At the tower's peak, Tuna faces the shimmering figure, the air alive with anticipation. I wish every stray cat in the world could have shelter, love, and tuna to eat. The tower falls silent, then begins to glow softly. The tower disappears into thin air.
In a sun-drenched meadow, Pop, a young cat, dances through a vibrant tapestry of wildflowers. Butterflies flutter around Pop, their wings catching the sunlight as he gives chase. The sounds of chirping birds and a gentle breeze complete the idyllic scene. A peaceful rural life. At the city's edge, Pop stands, his eyes reflecting a blend of fear and resolve. Towering smokestacks spew black smoke, polluting the air with the stench of oil and metal. Amid the overwhelming cacophony, Percy, a street-smart pigeon, eyes Pop warily. I slip into the factory, the air heavy with the smell of oil and the echo of clanging metal. Squeak and Rattle chatter nervously near a stack of crates. Did you hear about the new cat? They call him Smokey. Rattle responds. Yeah, I heard he's tough. We should avoid him. A jolt of recognition hits me. Smokey must be my brother. The rats scurry away as I search deeper into the factory, my heart pounding. Pop, a stylish cat, casually strolls through the canned fish section, impeccably fashionable. He examines the labels with a discerning eye. A nerdy young cat, glasses perched on his nose, approaches Pop. Pop turns, completely unfazed by the newcomer. Nerdy cat speaks, his tone dripping with sarcasm. Wow, are you heading to a fashion week or something? Choi, a muscular cat, confronts the nerdy cat, blocking Pop's path. Choi challenges. Got a problem with one of our cats? The nerdy cat freezes, then vanishes behind the shelves. Pop offers Choi a grateful smile, the tension easing as they continue their shopping. Thanks. Gotta have some respect around here. The supermarket returns to its usual bustle, shoppers unaware of the silent exchange that just transpired.
Sunlight bathes the cat cafe, illuminating Dan and Bee as they unwind among feline friends and their human admirers. Bee watches Dan's playful antics, her eyes reflecting a soft amusement. Together, they share a bowl of milk, their contented purrs filling the cozy air. Dan and Bee face off across a miniature ping-pong table, anticipation hanging in the air. Bee mirrors Dan's intensity, a playful glint in her eyes. The room bursts with energy, colourful decorations, and cheering cats amplifying the excitement. The game ignites, showcasing their extraordinary feline agility and lightning-fast reflexes. The ping-pong match intensifies. Dan and Bee battle fiercely, point for point. Capture their determined expressions, revealing the subtle conflict in their eyes. The tension in the room is palpable as the final point looms, weighing heavily on their friendship.
Lily, a bright-eyed child, stands nervously at the edge of the schoolyard, the laughter of other children echoing around her. She clutches her backpack tightly, her small frame radiating shyness and uncertainty. Taking a deep breath, she steps onto the playground, the sounds of children and the school bell enveloping her. Lily's bedroom is a feline paradise, teeming with toys and cozy spots as 3 kittens frolic around her feet. Giggles fill the air as Patches playfully bats at a toy, his eyes full of mischief. Lily gently scoops up Shadow, who responds with a comforting purr, melting her heart.
You 3 are the best cats ever, but you sure are a lot of work,
Lily says. Lily sits hunched over her desk, brow furrowed in concentration as she grapples with the math problem. Monsieur Davis kneeled beside Lily's desk, her voice gentle.
Having a little trouble, Lily? Remember what we talked about. Break the problem down into smaller steps, just like when you're teaching Patches a new trick.
Lily smiles, the memory of her training sessions with Patches filling her mind. With a renewed sense of calm, she attacks the math problem again. Oliver, a young kitten with wide, hopeful eyes, sits at the edge of the square, watching the rooftops. The cool cats perform daring stunts, leaping and balancing with carefree confidence. Shadow pauses, his piercing green eyes locking onto Oliver. Hey, kid, you got the moves? In the cool cat's hideout, Oliver moves cautiously through the abandoned warehouse, surrounded by stolen toys and vibrant graffiti. Shadow approaches, a sly grin on his face, beckoning Oliver towards the city's glow. Ready to have some fun, Oliver? We're just getting started. Oliver hesitates, torn between the lure of belonging and the sense of right and wrong. Oliver strolls through the park, sunlight filtering through the leaves. Clementine sits alone on the bench, her eyes warm and inviting. Hello, Oliver? Would you like to join me? I was just about to start a new story. I would love to. Clementine. In the heart of Cattown Square, a prank is brewing among a group of cool cats. Their target, a shy, elderly cat. Oliver is pulled aside, the weight of the decision heavy on his shoulders as memories of Clementine flood his mind. With newfound resolve, Oliver stands firm. I can't. I won't do it. Shadow's disbelief pierces the air. What's this? Suddenly grown a conscience, Oliver? The cool cat's taunts echo through the square. Scaredy cat, scaredy cat. Oliver stands before Clementine, his posture reflecting sincerity as he seeks forgiveness. I'm so sorry, Clementine. I was wrong. Hanging out with those cool cats. It wasn't me. Clementine listens intently, her expression softening as she absorbs Oliver's heartfelt words. Oliver, I forgive you. Welcome back as a true friend. A monkey enters the elephant barn, where an older elephant stands calmly. The monkey jumps onto the elephant's back and urinates. The elephant continues to chew, unfazed by the monkey's actions. Days later, the monkey continues its routine, defecating on the elephant's back. Other animals in the barn watch with amusement and unease. The elephant remains unfazed, eyes half closed in serene indifference. A baby elephant is brought into the barn, replacing the older one. Without hesitation, the monkey leaps onto the baby elephant's back. The monkey urinates on the baby elephant. The baby elephant tenses, its eyes widening with anger. Bam! The baby elephant's trunk sends the monkey flying. The monkey lies stunned on the ground. The baby elephant raises its front feet, ready to crush its foe. The baby elephant stomps mercilessly on the monkey's body.
Amidst the lunchtime rush, Whiskers boasts about his toy robot, while Rosie's jump rope flashes and Barnaby proudly displays his pebbles. Rosie's eyes widen with amazement. Wow, really? Barnabas' curiosity peaks as he asks, "Can we see it after school, Whiskers?" Bathed in the warm afternoon sun, Rosie and Barnaby wait with bated breath as Whiskers prepares to reveal his creation. Whiskers shuffles nervously, his excuses sounding increasingly hollow as Rosie and Barnaby grow suspicious. Rosie's skepticism pierces the air. "Are you sure you're not making it up, Whiskers?" The afternoon sun casts long shadows as the initial excitement fades, replaced by a growing sense of disappointment. Rosie and Barnaby follow Whiskers, their excitement growing as he guides them toward his house. Whiskers shuffles nervously, opening the door with a sigh, his ears drooping with apprehension. He gestures for them to enter, then avoids eye contact as they eagerly ask about the robot. "I don't have a robot. I made it up because I wanted you to think I was cool." Barnaby responds with gentle understanding. "We liked you for you, Whiskers. You didn't need to lie." Whiskers approaches Rosie and Barnaby, his head bowed in shame. He fidgets, avoiding their eyes, before confessing, "I'm really sorry for lying. I just wanted to impress you guys." Rosie responds with empathy. "It's okay, Whiskers. We all make mistakes. Just be honest with us from now on." Barnaby reinforces the sentiment. "Yeah, true friends value honesty above all else." Whiskers, filled with remorse, vows, "I will. I promise."
Lily sits surrounded by cat toys, drawing pictures of cats in her notebook.
I wish I had a cat.
Lily says. I sigh, gazing out the window. Lily sits at the breakfast table, sunlight illuminating the room as she nervously asks,
Mom, Dad, can I please get a cat?
Her dad looks at her, considering the request, and replies,
"Lily, taking care of a cat is a big responsibility. Are you sure you're ready?"
Lily nods enthusiastically, her eyes shining with hope. Lily sits on her bed, her playful smile illuminating the room as she engages her feline companions. Whiskers, a sleek black cat, becomes a whirlwind of energy, chasing the feather with wild abandon. Snowball, the fluffy white Persian, watches with regal calm, his blue eyes following the feather's every move. With a mischievous glint, Whiskers suddenly scales the curtains, his claws finding purchase in the fabric. Lily, surrounded by the warmth of Whiskers and Snowball, reads aloud, her voice filling the room with joy. Snowball purrs contentedly, while Whiskers playfully bats at the pages, adding to the joyful atmosphere. Lily smiles, her heart overflowing with love for her furry companions.
Having cats is the best thing ever.
Life unfolds in the village square, where children play, vendors hawk wares, and farmers exchange stories. A sleek black cat, Midnight, enters the square, and a wave of unease ripples through the villagers. Whispers of fear spread as villagers recoil, mothers clutch their children close, and some make the sign of the cross. Head lowered, Midnight hurries through the square, his tail tucked tightly between his legs. In the heart of the abandoned shed, Midnight curls into a tight ball, seeking solace from the biting cold and gnawing hunger. Loneliness envelops Midnight as the wind howls through the cracks, each gust a chilling reminder of isolation. A devastating fire engulfs the village elder's home, casting the villagers into utter chaos. Midnight, witnessing the horror from a distance, hesitates for a moment before charging towards the inferno. Midnight vanishes into the heart of the blaze, a desperate rescue attempt unfolding amidst the smoke and flames. Midnight emerges from the inferno, a tiny life cradled gently in his jaws. He sets the child down, his strength spent, collapsing in a fit of coughs. The villagers watch in stunned silence, their fear replaced by awe as they witness the cat's heroism. In the heart of the village, Midnight sits, now a beloved figure among the villagers. Children surround Midnight, their laughter echoing through the square as they play with him. Midnight purrs, a symphony of contentment resonating through the village.
Hes here. Hes really here. You're so cute. I'm going to name you Whiskers. I'm sorry, Whiskers. I promise to take better care of you. We're best friends, aren't we, Whiskers?
Jasper, the park's self-proclaimed aristocrat, surveys his domain from a park bench with a critical eye. Children play, birds chirp, and squirrels scamper, yet Jasper remains unimpressed. Patches, a scruffy, timid cat, enters the park, looking lost and hungry, drawing Jasper's disdainful gaze. Patches approaches a group of pigeons, his eyes searching for food. Jasper darts forward, hissing and scattering the pigeons. This park is for those who belong. Find your own territory, Jasper hisses. Patches slinks away, defeated, seeking refuge beneath a bush. In the storm's wake, Jasper approaches Patches, his posture conveying a sense of humility. Jasper offers a morsel of fish, a gesture of reconciliation. With newfound sincerity, Jasper speaks, "I was wrong. This park is for everyone. Can we start over?" Weeks later, Jasper and Patches are inseparable, their bond transforming the park into a haven of harmony. They frolic, share meals, and welcome strangers with open hearts. True belonging comes from compassion, not exclusion.
In the sun-drenched meadow, Benjamin hops without a care, relishing the sweet taste of clover. Across the meadow, Clementine observes Benjamin with a detached gaze, her sleek form a study in silent intent. Benjamin, captivated by a butterfly, loses his footing and begins to fall. He plummets into a dark rabbit hole, a chaotic mix of flailing limbs and muffled gasps. He lands with a painful thump, the air knocked out of his lungs. "Help! Is anyone there?" Clementine approaches the edge of the rabbit hole, peering down into the darkness. Benjamin looks up, his eyes reflecting fear and desperation. Clementine hesitates, contemplating her next move. Clementine descends into the dark rabbit hole, her claws finding purchase in the earth. She nudges Benjamin, coaxing him onto her back for the arduous climb. With Benjamin secured, Clementine begins her ascent, her muscles screaming with each upward inch. Clementine emerges from the hole, carrying Benjamin safely. She sets Benjamin down gently on the grass. Benjamin shakes himself, relief washing over him as he looks up at Clementine. Clementine purrs softly, a rare display of affection. They sit together in the meadow, an unlikely pair, bound by kindness.
In a quaint village bathed in sunlight, an old grandmother shares a tender moment with her playful puppy, Namjai. Her eyes reflect a deep affection as she gently strokes Namjai's head. Time has passed, and the grandmother, now frail, shuffles through her cottage, her loyal companion, Namjai, never leaving her side. Namjai brings her slippers, his loyalty unwavering as he watches over her. Under the cloak of night, a thief slips into the grandmother's humble cottage. Namjai erupts in furious barks, shattering the silence and alerting all to the intruder's presence. The thief, startled, reaches for a valuable item. Namjai lunges with unwavering loyalty, driving the thief back into the shadows from whence he came. The grandmother watches, her heart swelling with gratitude for her loyal protector. The villagers gather, their faces reflecting admiration as the morning sun bathes the scene. A villager proclaims, "This is true gratitude." The grandmother smiles, stroking Namjai's fur, her eyes reflecting love and respect. Jerry, full of energy, spots an elderly cat struggling with groceries and bounds over to help. Joggy strolls by, completely ignoring the elderly cat's struggle. Jerry gently lifts the heavy bags, his kindness shining through. Jerry, full of energy, spots an elderly cat struggling with groceries and bounds over to help. Joggy strolls by, completely ignoring the elderly cat's struggle. Jerry gently lifts the heavy bags, his kindness shining through. The sky turns violent as a fierce storm descends, trees bowing to its will, and debris dances wildly in the wind. Amidst the chaos, Jerry, drenched and compassionate, leads a group of shivering kittens towards safety. In a selfless act, Jerry shares his sandwich with a drenched squirrel, a beacon of kindness in the storm. Joggy, oblivious to the cries of the helpless, frantically secures his patio furniture, his world shrinking to the confines of his possessions. Jerry's home transforms into a sanctuary as animals seek refuge from the storm, finding warmth and solace. In the heart of the storm, a bond of camaraderie and gratitude blossoms between Jerry and his newfound companions. In the wake of the storm, Jerry leads a cleanup, a symbol of unity amidst the ruins. Joggy emerges, his eyes widening at the sight of the neighborhood uniting to rebuild. Regret washes over Joggy as he witnesses the community's resilience, a stark reminder of his past selfishness. The neighborhood park thrives once more, a testament to unity and resilience. Jerry stands as a beacon of hope, encircled by grateful animals. Joggy watches from afar, a shadow of remorse clouding his features. Joggy approaches Jerry, his voice heavy with regret. "I apologize for my selfishness, vowing to be more helpful in the future."
In the heart of an ancient forest, a tall, enchanted tree reaches skyward, its branches teeming with life. High in the tree, a baby bird peers from its cozy nest, gazing at the endless sky and dreaming of flight. The baby bird watches other birds soaring effortlessly, longing to join them in their dance among the clouds. As the cold season looms, the mother bird gathers soft materials, her movements a dance of care. The baby bird watches, its spirit restless. "Mom, I want to fly to the cold ceiling to prove how good I am." The baby bird chirps, its voice full of youthful impatience. "My child, courage is a good thing, but you must know the time with the belief that it is a form." The mother bird responds, her tone gentle yet firm. Defying its mother's warning, the baby bird secretly flies away from the nest. Buffeted by the cold wind and obscured by white fog, it struggles to maintain its course. Exhausted and defeated, the baby bird plummets into the cold snow. Cold, hungry, and very scared, it faces the harsh reality of its decision. The mother bird calls out her baby's name, her voice echoing through the dense forest. She darts from tree to tree, her anxiety intensifying with each fruitless search. A faint sound pierces through the forest, guiding her towards her fallen baby. Back in the nest, the mother bird gently cradles the trembling baby bird, offering warmth and safety. Snuggled close, a new understanding dawns in the baby bird's bright eyes. I realize the wisdom of my mother's words. I understand now that courage means knowing when to wait and be ready.
Nathan sits alone in the security office, the room dimly lit. The radio emits static, the only sound in the silent warehouse. Look beneath the floor, in the storage room. Nathan cautiously enters the storage room, the beam of his flashlight cutting through the darkness. His flashlight beam lands on a section of floorboards that looks recently disturbed. Heart pounding, he kneels to examine the suspicious floorboards. In the dim warehouse storage room, Nathan's hands tremble as he uncovers a hidden box. Inside the rusted metal box, old photographs and yellowed newspaper clippings hint at a mystery long concealed. A brittle letter rests among the relics, promising to reveal the truth behind a woman's disappearance decades ago. In the heart of the forest, a monkey moves with carefree abandon, embodying the spirit of the wild. The monkey steps on a hidden thorn, his cry piercing the forest's stillness. He clutches his foot, writhing in pain as anger flares. In a burst of fury, he pulls out the thorn. The monkey, consumed by rage, hurls the thorn at the nearby tree. His face twists in fury as he shouts at the tree, "You tree, you hurt me." A forest monk appears, observing the monkey's outburst with a calm and knowing expression. The monk approaches the monkey gently. The monk speaks, "Monkey, the tree didn't throw the thorn at you. You stepped on the thorn yourself." The forest monk speaks, his voice a soothing balm against the forest's whispers. The physical pain is not as great as the emotional pain you create from anger. The monkey's fiery rage begins to wane, replaced by a dawning understanding.
Unseen by the oblivious crowd, cryptic symbols mark the city streets. Sarah walks, momentarily noticing the strange markings before dismissing them as mere graffiti. Sarah stands among towering shelves, meticulously arranging books, when a forgotten manuscript catches her eye. Her curiosity ignited, she carefully pulls out the ancient manuscript, its brittle pages whispering tales of forgotten times. The scent of aged paper fills her senses as she opens the manuscript, revealing strange symbols etched onto the parchment. A shiver courses through her as she traces the symbols, a chilling premonition gripping her heart. Sarah steps out of the library, the heavy door closing behind her. A stranger emerges from the shadows, his presence a chilling omen in the night. The stranger's voice echoes, a haunting warning. You've seen them, now they know you. Sarah descends into a hidden chamber beneath the city, guided by clues from the manuscript. A group of secretive individuals gathers around an altar adorned with glowing, arcane symbols. These symbols are the key to unlocking a long-forgotten power. A tense standoff ensues as Sarah realizes the danger she is in.
Under the relentless sun, a young boy trudges wearily along a dusty road, his small frame burdened by exhaustion and thirst. His face etched with desperation, he stumbles, his parched throat crying out for relief. A simple hut appears in the distance, a beacon of hope in the barren landscape. A clear water jar glistens in the sunlight, promising relief. Desperate for a drink, I break into a run, hope surging through me. The boy reaches for the water jar, his fingers almost touching the cool clay. A monk appears from the hut, his face serene and etched with years of quiet contemplation. The monk speaks softly. Before you drink the water, please pour some into a bowl for others. The boy freezes, his hand hovering in mid-air, surprise and annoyance flickering across his face. A young boy stands before the monk's humble hut, a gourd of water in his grasp. He looks up, hesitating, then asks, I haven't drunk it yet. Why should I share it with others first? The monk replies gently, because knowing how to give, even a little, can fill our hearts faster than water. The boy carefully pours water from a clay jar into a small bowl, placing it gently on the ground. A sense of satisfaction fills him as he lifts the jar again, tilting it to his lips. He smiles, a genuine, understanding smile, directed towards the monk, finally grasping the lesson.